I believe we are live. I have never done this through this particular studio before, but I believe we are live. And
Hello.
yes, hello to so far no one watching us, but hopefully that'll change. And we are just waiting on Allie, and when we get her, we will start. Let me just make sure here that we are doing this correctly. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Somebody will tell us, I'm sure. So, let's see.
Hello. Hey, Julian.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let me see. View event. Is that gonna... Uh-oh. Did I do the thing? I think I'm doing a thing. Just gotta figure out how to make this bigger so I can see what's happening here. Oh, hey, there's Allie.
Hey, sorry.
Let's just
I'm having some technical difficulties.
Hey, you're on now. We are live right now. We're just gonna get set up with everybody. Let's see here. Get this going over here. Oh, now I can see the chat. All right, we've got some people here with us. Julian's here with his daughter. They're gonna do this together. Mag is here. Hi, guys. Eric. All right. I do have Boimler hair. I was going for something badass, but it is more Boimler than anything else, I think. So.
All right, can you guys still hear me?
We can still hear you. Yep.
Okay. Let me get up on Instagram too.
Okay. Let me see if I can get... I want you in the big screen here. Let's see if we can do that.
I went overkill and did my lips already. Took me 25 minutes though, so.
Oh, there we go. We got Allie in the big position so that we can see her better than everybody else because she's the one doing the makeup. Makes sense.
Awesome. Let me just get on Instagram.
Great. Guys, we're also live on our Instagram here in just a moment, and so you can watch it in multiple different places. And hopefully does everybody have their makeup? Anybody have any questions before we start? Let us know in the chat.
Erin, did you get the invite on?
Let me see here.
Hey everyone, we are live on Instagram and on Studio Restream. Is this Twitch?
Yeah, this is
okay. Perfect. So if you want the link to that, Erin, that's in our AEMultiverse bio, right?
Right. Yeah. If you just look up Strange New Pod on Twitch, and they should be able to find us there and just join in that way. Or they can find us on Instagram. And I believe we're going live on Instagram right now. So that's exciting.
Yep. Perfect. There you are. Awesome.
There we go. We're in 2 places. God, the hair is crazy.
Let's see. Okay. Is there feedback on your side?
There is. Let me just turn that volume down. Okay, I think we're good now.
Awesome. So.
Oh, that's weird. I can still hear you. Hold on 1 second.
Just getting all the technical difficulties figured out. Better now than halfway through, right?
Yeah, exactly. Here, 1 sec. Let me just plug something in. I think that'll solve this problem, and then we'll be all set.
Oh,
Allie's getting a phone call.
No, it was me. So here we go.
Yeah, welcome to. We are so fancy like this and prepared. So, Allie, we're doing the makeup, and it is for it's Michael Burnham, and it's for the Mirror Universe. And you haven't seen the show or any Mirror Universe or any Star Trek. So the fun part about this is we are going to tell you all about that while we're doing this.
Awesome. That sounds good.
It sounds silly, and I think that's our thing. So perfect. And I think we've got this all fixed now.
If you see any shadows, I'm using the sunlight from this room, so that's why my face is not like, you'll see the shadows from the window.
Okay. Oh, there's an echo on me. I think, do you have It might be coming through your phone.
My volume's all the way down, so.
Are you guys still
I'm
hearing the
not sure.
echo?
A little bit, but not too much.
I have on my whatever
Headphones?
you call that. So yeah. So
Okay.
normally
I think we're good now.
Cool.
Okay, so real quick, just introductions. I'm Erin, this is Allie, and this is Giraffe. Are you good with Giraffe today? All right. And
Yeah, Giraffe.
Allie and I are from AEMultiverse. We're a podcast that basically we watch things that Allie has never seen, which is everything, and things I've seen, and then we talk about it. I'm also from Strange New Pod, where we talk about Star Trek, and we've been talking about Star Trek Discovery, which just ended last week. And then Giraffe is from our Patreon group on the Strange New Pod Discord and in our collective. So we've got a nice mix of people here, and we thought it would be fun to include people who look different as well, because it's a makeup tutorial and makeup looks different for different people. So we wanted to, show a little diversity and have a little fun. And yeah, let's get to it. Allie, you're in charge.
Perfect. So I have nothing on my face right now, so I think we should just go through really quickly the base makeup, and then we'll go in more depth for the eyeshadow look. So I'm starting out with primer. I'm using my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, but you can use any primer you want. Also, be sure you do your skincare before you do your primer. So I already moisturized and gave that some time to sink in. So yeah, I'm just gonna.
Got mine. I like NYX because it's cheap and good.
Mm-hmm. I
favorite
used to
combo.
use a lot of NYX products before. I just haven't bought them as recently. Been trying some new things out. So yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
I've already done my foundation.
That's totally fine.
I'm so slow. So like that, I'm ready.
Don't worry about it.
I actually use this. I use Mineral Fusion. I'm like, I don't know where's my camera.
Someone asked if it's okay if we just do the eye makeup, and yeah, so we can breeze through this base makeup real fast. Someone asked if primer is necessary. It is not, but it does help your makeup stay on longer.
It's like kind of smooths,
yeah.
right?
It depends on the primer. Some primers are blurring, so it'll smooth your pores. Some are just to help keep your makeup on all day. It depends on what skin type you have. There's a whole bunch of different types of primers out there. So
Cool.
It really depends. But I'm going to breeze through my brows real fast. Do you guys want to kind of get me up to speed on the show?
Sure. I'm going to do brows. My brows are, I use the NYX little tinted brow thing because I'm lazy. But Giraffe, you want to talk about who Burnham is and also Mirror Burnham and that whole thing?
Whoa, that's a huge conversation.
you gotta do it in like 2 minutes. That's what makes it fun.
In 2 minutes. Okay, Michael Burnham is an awesome woman, first of all. She lost her parents young, and she grew up on Vulcan, being a ward to... Do you know Spock? At least tell me you know Spock.
Yes.
Okay, good. So she's his adopted sister. And basically, she got kicked out of Vulcan because of plots. Let's not talk about that. Yeah, go Giraffe. I know, like in a foreign language too, please. And she ends up being a science officer and first officer too on Discovery, which is a ship. And on the Shenzhou, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get murdered. I'm gonna get shot.
You gotta keep going. You gotta do this in like 2 minutes.
Well, long story short, she kind of starts a war. She mutineers. She ends up like in prison. Then they need her back, and the guy that makes her comeback is actually... Can I spoil?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If we ever watch the movie so long, she won't remember.
Okay, he's actually from the Mirror Universe. So the Mirror Universe is like this wool theme on Star Trek. It started the original series in the awesome episode Mirror Mirror, and it's kind of like a parallel universe, let's call it that, where well, everybody's here, but everybody's evil. So
Got it.
Starfleet is like an empire, and the Terran Empire. Spock has a goatee. That's how you know
Rob
he's
says
evil.
evil goatees.
The evil goatee.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Spock with a
and
goatee.
yeah, and so every trek like crosses to the mirror universe once or twice. But the cool thing about Disco is that we have like almost a full season, like a full plot that is in relation with the mirror universe, and people go back, not back and forth, but like some go, some come, and it's that awesome thing about like
real quick.
it was evil.
Sorry, I'm gonna cut in real quick. Allie, what are you still doing brow stuff?
Yeah, I am. So I just cleaned up my brows with some concealer.
Oh, okay. I was curious about what was going on. I was like, wait, I don't know.
No, yeah, I always clean up my brows because sometimes they get a little messy, and this way they're just very defined. But I used my e.l.f. hydrating camo concealer for that, and then I used my Benefit Precisely My brow pencil for my brows. That's like my all-time favorite.
I guess the cool thing about Mirror Universe is like they have like this all alternate fashion and makeup. Like they look badass, and
it's creative.
A lot of gold, a lot of reds.
Nice. So now we're gonna move on to foundation. So I'm just using a tinted face oil from Kosas. But whatever foundation you want to use. I've been using this nonstop because it's just super lightweight, and we're not going anywhere really, so it is like less breakouty.
There are questions. Can I just draw a Mirror Universe goatee on my face with eyeliner? I can't do makeup.
You can.
I mean, you girl.
You do you. Whatever works for you.
Hey, and whatever you guys do, we want to see the pictures at the end. So please definitely share that with us, especially Brittany. I want to see your Mirror Universe goatee. So
I'm just using a face brush to blend that out too.
Okay. All right, Giraffe, keep going while we blend.
What else? What else do you want me to tell?
Tell us about Michael Burnham.
What's cool about Michael Burnham?
Yeah.
So many things. Like
real quick for the people who are on the Instagram live, since we're also on Twitch, Giraffe is on with us, so you probably won't be able to hear her audio through the Instagram live, but if you hop onto that link, which is in our AEMultiverse bio, then you'll be able to hear what she's saying.
Yes, and it's beautiful and glorious, so we highly recommend.
So there's some people that just see me but don't hear me. That's awesome.
Oh, they can't even see you because the Instagram.
They can't even see me.
You're like a ghost.
Yeah, It's almost like you're just not there.
It's almost like you're in the Mirror Universe. Holy shit!
Yeah, exactly. People are saying I have great eyebrows, so that's what you're missing. I'm sorry.
Your eyebrows are great. So
yeah. Okay, so
Michael Burnham. What's cool about Michael Burnham? Actually, I was thinking about this today. That's what I do. Is that she has like this wall parkour? Can you say that? No, it's not parkour.
Parkour?
It's wall like trajectory. This whole travel. This whole journey. That's the word. This whole journey where like she starts by being a mutineer and being in prison and being nobody, all the way to being I can't spoil, right? Captain.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So you have like this, parkour.
That's what I was saying. I was like, wait, when did she do parkour?
Well, it means journey in French. Sorry, people.
Oh,
come on. Like,
see, we're learning things. It means journey in
French. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, and people have been like kind of dissing this about Star Trek, saying like, oh, Cisco was the same thing. It's because they're black, so they have like to go through this whole journey before being able to be captain. And I do think that actually that's what I like about this character. If they were just like captain from the beginning,
it's too easy.
It's cool, like Janeway. But would I relate that much to that person? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like Burnham is still relatable because of all the things
she's imperfect.
She's imperfect, and like we are, like when you see Janeway, for example, like she's just such a badass, like from the beginning. I mean, she has her imperfection, but she's already captain, you know.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you speak for like people on Instagram?
Yeah, so she basically said, Draft said that Michael's a badass, and she's gone through a journey instead of just showing up and being perfect in the show, and that's more relatable for sure. All right,
Awesome.
Allie, where are we going from
Next,
here?
we're going into blush and bronzer. Once we go through the whole look, if you're rewatching this, you can do your eyeshadow first. It's up to you, but it's a fairly simple eyeshadow look, so there's not going to be too much issues with that. But I'm using my Tarte bronzer and my Tarte blush, so just go for that. If you want to use powder, you can to set your face. Since this is powder, bronzer, and blush, for me, I just use that as I use that kind of to set. But on days where I'm like staying out a lot longer, or well, I mean, that's not really happening now, but like you know what I mean. On days where there's more to do, I would use setting powder. But on a day like today,
this one, which is from I get the Ipsy makeup bag, so I got.
Oh, you got Essence.
Yeah,
it's a good drugstore brand, I've heard.
Oh, it's kind of like gold and shiny, so I felt like that was sort of fits with the thing. So with the bronzer, what's your technique here?
So I do a 3. I learned this online, and so I start at, well, you can kind of do it in any order, but a general like 3 shape. So I do my forehead, and then I do like right below my cheekbone, and then I do my jawline, and then I do a little line down here on my neck.
Okay.
But the bronzer is just to warm up your face a little, give it some color. So you could even do bronzer and no blush, which I was debating doing for this, but blush just adds a little more color. So it's really up to you, but bronzer does give you that color that you are looking for, so you don't look like a ghost.
I always look like a damn ghost. How's everybody doing there on the Twitch? We've got, I know Rob's playing along. We've got Julian and his daughter, and Eric is doing it. I think Brittany might be doing it.
Everything is kind of like dirty in my thing, but it's okay. But
Me too. Like my blush is like broken, and like it's worn and torn. What?
Makeup just gets crazy like that.
Yeah,
you use it every day. That's why.
I think Rob might just be watching, but not participating. That's cool too.
And then I'm just gonna do a little bit of blush. I don't want to do too much because this is a pretty bold eye look, so I don't want it to like detract from it, but just to give a little more color. And with the bronzer too, especially if you're using like a more lightweight bronzer, you can kind of just go ham with it in the sense of like it doesn't have to be super precise. Like you saw me I was going all over my face, but it's just so that everything kind of blends together, because you don't want just like a stark line down your jaw being like, yeah, you want everything to blend and be seamless and look natural. So
cool.
That's what I do. And if you want, you can blend the blush and bronzer in again together with that same bronzer brush.
Julian said, nice shirt, Aaron. I got this awesome disco shirt from Julian, and it's one of the official Star Trek ones from the show. These are like their workout shirts, and they're awesome. So thanks, Julian. And our emotional support workouts here. Oh yeah, dude. We're doing our workout together on Discord. We do 1 more squat a day every day. What are we on? Like 18?
18, I think. 18.
Yeah. Ellie, you want to squat with us sometime?
Sure. What are we doing? I'm confused.
We're doing 1 squat a day every day. So like on day 1 it was 1, on day 2 it's 2. So now it's 18.
I see.
Yep.
That sounds fun.
Getting some legs and booty.
You guys good with blush and bronzer?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I haven't done highlight yet because I like to wait until after the eyes are done just to kind of gauge how much I need. But that's my personal preference. So for eyes, for that like wing that she has, I like to use a more precise brush. So which one have I been using? So when I've been testing out this look, I've been using this pencil brush. It's kind of dark. Let me turn up my brightness on my phone. Maybe
is that like this? It's like kind of pointy at the edge?
Yeah, so it's kind of pointing at the edge. And let's see. Okay, there. That kind of is better. And then you could also use, for like that tip, I use an even smaller brush to get more of a pointed thing. But you could also use any like thin brushes like these. They're very precise, like flat topped, very dense, so that you get that nice line.
I have all of these and I don't know what I'm doing with them, which is why we're here today.
Just get a small, dense eyeshadow brush that has a point on it if you have.
Okay, I think this is as close as I can get. How is this? Sorry, I'm trying to do it.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great. And then that can help you with the line, and then you can blend it out a little bit. So I'm using, for this color, I'm using my Coca-Cola by Morphe palette. I'm specifically using the color...
Yeah, which one are we starting with?
Which is this, like, gunmetal gray.
Okay.
So I don't even tap my brush off. I mean, you can if you want, but there's not, too much fallout. So I'm doing this with my eye open because I have hooded eyes. So if I do it with my eyes closed, it's not going to come up the same. But also, if you think about it, if you do your eyeshadow with your eyes open, it'll show up the way that people will see it when you're talking to them. Whereas if you do it with your eyes closed, you could have some differentiation. So I am just taking it, I'm starting it on the outer corner and just kind of taking it kind of where my eye socket is.
Okay.
And I'm doing the one where it's like going all the way here and up. I know she has one where it's like just the outer corner, so you can do that too. But I like
full drama.
Or yes, full drama. So I'm just
put a lot on there, right? Like a whole bunch of powder.
Yeah, but if there's a lot of like powder falling off, I would just recommend tapping it off. I don't have a lot of fallout when I tap into mine, so I just go straight on there. And then I'm kind of just starting to bring that wing out a little bit, but not too much. Just go, honestly, you go little by little, and it'll all work out. And then I'm bringing it down into my inner corner as well.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, God.
So you can kind of see like that shape.
I think this brush is pointy. Okay. Oh, you got like a cool
Oh, hi, Hannah. I haven't talked to you in so long.
Okay, and we're bringing it into sort of the corner, you said?
Yeah, I bring it down into my inner corner.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to do the same thing on the other eye.
I feel like mine looks very harsh.
Yeah, mine too.
It will look harsh and you can blend it out a little bit. But when you add the highlight and when you add the eyeshadow too, it'll all kind of like melt together.
Okay. Oh, God.
And if you want, you can also just use less, like on this eye, see how I kind of just brought in that powder to the middle and it's a little lighter.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do that too. This
is going to be a real... Okay, I can correct this.
You can correct anything with
Okay. Also, I thought this was gray and it's definitely purple.
Honestly, you can do this look with any color, so it's totally fine. And it is going to look a little intense at first right now because we have like nothing else on our faces and nothing else on the eyes. But it does get to be a little more toned down as you add the rest of the colors. Thanks, Hannah.
Like Dr. Seuss, Michael Burnham.
Dr. Seuss.
I don't know what's happening here.
So this is kind of where I'm at right now. As you can see, I have a little bit of a wing on each side. If you want it to be more pointed, you can go in with like a thinner brush to kind of wing that out a little bit. but it depends on your makeup preference. Good night, Hannah. Let's see.
How's everybody doing? Good? I'm stressed now.
I have no idea what I'm doing. It's all good.
Yeah, mine's very aggressively.
And honestly, if it is a little aggressive, that's totally fine because we're going to be adding eyeliner too. I noticed she has some eyeliner, not to this part, but like to her eyes.
Yeah,
and
it was
eyeliner fixes everything.
Good.
Like, that's just
God.
my take on it. So I am going to keep this like this for now. And whenever...
I don't think
looking
so.
good, Giraffe.
Honestly, I try my best, and if it's not, like, especially if I'm getting ready for work of any kind or like a meeting where I need to be like professional, if it's not matching, I'm just like, whatever.
By the way, I have an whole team meeting after this, and I'm so going with the look.
Yes.
Awesome.
You guys talk aggressive to them the whole time.
Yeah, I have a career planning meeting after this, so we'll see how that goes with my eyeshadow. So next we're gonna go. You can go one of two ways. I did a gold eye, and I did kind of a more silvery toned down eye. So whichever one you want to go with.
Gold, baby, gold.
I can do one of each eye if you guys want, but it's gonna be kind of the same. Well, if you guys are both doing gold, then I guess I'll do the more.
We're so going gold.
Okay. Should I do the other one then, just to kind of show?
Sure, if you want
show
to.
That contrast.
Mag says that the future career for Spotted Giraffe is Emperor.
I'm already an Emperor, you know that.
True.
What do you guys think I should do? Should I do the more gold look, or should I do kind of a toned down silver?
I say go gold.
Gold?
Go gold.
Okay. So I have this Il Makiage Gold Star highlighter dust. So mine's actually a highlight, but when I pack it on and I use my finger, it shows up really well. So I'm just going to tap some of that. My recommendation for this part is to use your finger. We didn't use eyeshadow primer, which we didn't need to use because these are already bold colors. But if you wanted to use eyeshadow primer, you can. I don't use it that often. But when you use your finger, anything that's like more shimmery always shows up better. So I'm just taking it on my finger. I would recommend your middle finger or your ring finger, or any finger really. But these two, I've heard that these two fingers tend to be more delicate. So, and then I'm just gonna like swipe that on my eye and let it go where the wind takes it.
Okay. I'm going to swipe it on.
And I'm just making sure to not get it too much on that gray that we already have. And just bringing it. I don't mind that it's a little messy on the edge. If you want a precise edge, you can take a brush and kind of either clean it up or make a line so that you connect it to that wing. But I don't mind having some like extra glitter on my face. So
yeah,
it's up to you guys. But I'm just doing that on both eyes.
I like.
Listen, if I'm going to murder people and kill my way to the top, I might just spill some glitter on them while doing it.
Right? Do we go all the way? We go all the way there?
I go all the way out to the wing, but what I do is I put the heaviest part of it on the inner part of my eye, and then whatever's left over, I bring that out so it's not as harsh.
Oh, so you sort of like push it out. Okay.
Yeah. So like the excess is on the outside versus like the core of the shadow or the pigment or whatever you end up using. For me, it's a highlighter is in the center of the eye, and then whatever's left over kind of gets taken to the outside. And again, makeup is like totally your preference. So if you wanted a little bolder on the outside, you can add a little extra. If you don't, then you can just fade it out.
Oh, I went bold. Oh, I went very bold. Oh,
That's
it went
totally
very
cool.
bold against my will.
What you can always do is you can either with a clean finger, you can kind of tap it off to get some of that excess off, or with a clean brush, you can kind of brush it out to get that excess off. But
it's very gold.
It looks great. It looks awesome. And then if you did happen to get any of the gold on that gray, you can just go in with the same brush that we were using before. No extra product or anything, just to kind of blend it out a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to adjust my purple into a proper color, but it's just getting worse.
Do you have a black?
Yeah, I was using a brown. Would black be better?
Black might counteract with the purple a little more, but it'll darken it up too. It'll make it more intense.
Okay, I feel like it's either. Yeah, I feel like it's okay. I feel like it's okay.
Cool. Awesome. So I'm gonna put that away. Mine is really messy, but again, any gold shadow, highlighter, whatever you'd like to use, you can tone it down. If you go on my Instagram page, AlleyCat Beauty, I do kind of both sides. So one side was gold and one side was more of a silvery neutral color. So it's up to you. Now we're gonna do the lower lash line.
Oh God.
So we're gonna take that same gunmetal gray and do it because she kind of has a smoky eye almost. And I am going to tap off for this. I'm using that same pencil brush, and I'm just taking it as close as I can to my lash line. Okay. And I do it really close because I have smaller eyes, so if I do a really blown out lower lash line, I look like a freaking clown. But some people can do a more blown out lower lash line. It just depends on your eye. So I just do it almost like eyeliner.
It's the same dark one from the top, right?
Yeah, the same one.
Are you just putting it?
There's questions in there.
Are you putting like pretty thick or pretty? You said pretty close.
I do it pretty close because if I do too thick, then I just look crazy.
I can't do makeup without having my mouth open, so you can laugh.
Oh yeah, same.
Is that something with doing these videos, Allie, that you've had to like be more aware of like?
Oh yeah, when I do my YouTube videos, I always try and keep my mouth closed, or if not, I try and like zoom in on my eyes.
And I'm left-handed, so it's like I'm trying to like not cross myself here in the camera.
Do you go all the way?
I am not connecting it. I'm just doing it right on that lower lash line because we are gonna do some black eyeliner. And then we'll be covering it up with this to tone it down. Unless you want it to be that bold, then you can keep it as black.
So should I go bold or not?
I would say you can start with the black, and if it's too bold for you, then you cover up with the gray, and if it's not too bold, then you keep it. But the next thing we're gonna do is eyeliner. So I need to get my eyeliner. Where is it?
I'm sitting here being freaked out by the pointy things in your eyes.
So I'm using two different eyeliners. Whenever I do wing liner and I want it to be like really precise, sometimes what I'll do is I'll do the eyeliner around my eye with a pencil or a gel, and then I'll do the wing with the liquid because that way I know I'm not going to mess up this part of my eye. Because I'm more comfortable with the pencil, and then the wing is just there as an added extra. So
how big of a wing are you doing?
It's really tiny. If you look in the image, it was just like a little flick. So that's also why I'm using the pencil, because it's a little more controlled for me. That's just my personal preference. But I'm essentially going to be tight lining the eye. So I'm not trying to do a thick line around my eye. I'm just going to go as close to my lash line as possible.
Okay, I'm going to use a little mirror here because there's no way I can do this without being like super close.
Oh, I have my mirror, like I haven't been doing any of this without a mirror, so.
Okay, thin line, here we go. By the way, since the last time we did one of these, I have been trying to teach myself how to do eyeliner, and I've been wearing it successfully. So thank you.
Honestly, the more you do it, the more you practice, the easier it gets. So I just did like
liquid eyeliner is okay, right?
Yes, if you want to use liquid eyeliner, go for it. But I'm just not as comfortable with it. So
You know, the thing that's hard for me, like my eyelashes on one side, I don't know if I sleep on them or something, but they curl and they go like straight up, and it makes it really hard to do the eyeliner on one side. That's my weird thing.
Oh, thanks, Eva. I didn't see you pop on earlier, but I hope you have a good day too. And then I'm also going to be doing the lower lash line with that same black just to bolden it up a little bit.
Now, you're doing like the under the wet line? What the
I
hell is
do
it?
my waterline, yeah.
Waterline. I knew there was a name. Do you want to talk about what a waterline is for people?
So your waterline, if you look at your eye, this might be if you don't like looking at eyeballs, then trigger warning. But if you pull your eye down a little bit, I'll do it on this one because you can't really see. It's like that part that is not quite inside your eyeball yet, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like that part right there that looks kind of wet.
Yeah. And I think I was going to call it a wet line. Yeah.
A wet line?
I mean, when I color mine in, I'll show you because I'm so pale that I think it still show up pretty.
Yeah, like I just do it right on that line and it boldens up the look without being too bold on the lower lash line. Oh, whenever I do my waterline or I tight line, it always makes me tear up. Magmag47 asked if all this makeup is waterproof. My eyeliner is, but
mine is, my eyes water a lot.
Yeah, so with any makeup that you put on your eyes, if you don't want it to smudge or anything throughout the day, then you do want to get waterproof makeup. I don't know if like all of the foundation would be waterproof, and eyeshadow is, I mean,
not.
Yeah, I don't think they make like specifically called like waterproof eyeshadow.
Or like TV or something. I'm sure there's something like that.
Probably, but there is like if you use eyeshadow primer under your eyeshadow, then it will last longer throughout the day. Yes, you can touch up periodically. I like for a look like this, I probably wouldn't really touch it up just because I know I probably wouldn't be wearing it for more than a few hours. But for a look like a regular everyday makeup look, if you want to bring some eyeshadow or eyeliner to touch up throughout the day, you can. I like my makeup to almost look more seamless into my skin, so I don't mind having it kind of wear off throughout the day because it just kind of looks a little more natural, if that makes sense. But it's totally your preference. If you want to look,
just so you know, you can see it's like half done. So that's the waterline. It's a real awkward thing to do the first time because the feeling of something touching that is so strange.
You get used to it though.
Yeah.
But something that I always, it does. Something that I always say though is that makeup is totally your preference. So like some people will want to touch up during the day, some people won't. And it really just depends on what kind of makeup you end up using at the start of the day and stuff like that. So it's hard to give like a specific answer. It looks good.
Let me get this other one. Sorry, if I'm too close with my eyeball, somebody tell me.
What I'm going to do now, Erin, while you're finishing up the waterline is I'm going to do a tiny wing. So I'm just literally going to follow my lower lash line and just do a little flick to kind of parallel with this up here. But it's just going to be like the tiniest flick. So
with what, the eyeliner?
Yeah, I'm doing it with liquid eyeliner. No.
Is it a flick out or up or?
I am kind of trying to make it parallel to the direction of this flick that's up here, but I don't want it to be too like. I want it to kind of be parallel with that and line up with it. So I'm just gonna kind of.
Like, if you're in, we're not freaking out over your eyes, just seeing the top of your forehead and hair. That's right.
Like that's as much as I'm doing, really. I'm gonna connect it, but like that's the line that I'm doing. It's like
I just
very,
put
very small.
eyeliner on my computer. Everything is good. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here.
That is the life. But see, it's just like a very, very small. Oh, crap.
That's makeup.
Very small. I made it work. Very small little flick right there.
Okay, mine is definitely not small, but I got a flick going. That's my flick. Flick.
Mine aren't even anymore, but that's fine.
Yeah, one of mine is more flicky than the other.
One of mine is darker than the other, so that's a problem.
Well, so the other thing I was going to say is if you don't like the black, then you can cover it up with the silver. And for me, it's a little too contrasty. So, sorry, not the silver, like the gray. So I'm going to go back in with that gunmetal gray and just kind of go directly over.
Oh, shit.
If you don't want to, over the eyeliner. So if you don't want to do this step, you don't have to, but this will just tone down the black a little bit.
Well, that won't work with the cream though, right? Because mine's a liquid.
Yeah.
Your eyeliner?
Yeah.
It should work. You just got to wait like a little bit for it to dry down.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So we're I'm lost. Help. Touching up with the dark gray one, right?
If you want. So if you like the black, keep the black. If you want it to be a little more toned down,
Ali, I do like the black.
Keep the black then. If you like the black, keep it. If you want it more toned down though, then just add a little bit of that gray. It'll just give it a little.
Well, the gray I use is already black, so.
Oh, I mean, that works too.
Rob said, "Ali teaching a masterclass here." Hell yeah.
But if you see, it's a little more toned down than it was before because it's not that like full on black. It's a little hard to see, but.
Oh, it looks good.
I just added some of that gray to blur it out and blend it too.
I'm waiting to get to the point where I feel like I don't look so insane. This actually, I think, looks better once I fix the purple.
See, you have to trust in the process. This is something that a lot of makeup artists say and YouTubers say, trust in the process. Because honestly, a look can look horrible until like the very last second. So,
gotcha. Okay.
For the lipstick, I don't actually have that color lipstick. I used like a deep reddish, like brown yesterday.
Giraffe got it. Giraffe looks good.
Yeah, she looks awesome. The eye colors with skin tone. So from my personal experience, the gold I have a light medium skin tone. So the gold on me is going to look a lot bolder than it is on a darker skin tone than me. Just because
the three different.
Yeah.
Because I'm like super white. Ali, you're like of Asian descent.
Light medium. I'm light medium, so I'm kind of in the middle of us three.
Giraffe, you are like, how would you describe your skin tone?
I don't know. I'm biracial, so I don't know. I don't know how to describe skin tones.
From what I see,
as hell, so it
looks like you're medium dark. Like you're more on the darker side of medium, but I'm not an expert on skin tones, so don't take my word for it.
I think medium dark is fair.
Yeah. But like the gold on you doesn't look quite as bold as it does on me. If you were to have used an eyeshadow primer, the colors would have popped a lot more. Just especially if it was like a white base primer, just because a white canvas, things are gonna pop a little more. But I think on you, Erin, the gold is really showing up too.
But see, the thing is, like on me, it looks a little more like I'm going to a Halloween party, whereas it looks more natural on you guys. And that dark lipstick I love, but I'm gonna go with something I think a little more red because if I start to look very goth if I go anywhere near the darks.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to a brown today, unlike yesterday where I had like that reddish brown. Mm-hmm. But if you have a lighter skin tone and you're not comfortable with the gold, then I would go for like a silver or like a neutral shimmer, because that'll definitely tone down the look. And if you saw that post I did yesterday, the look was a lot more toned down on I think it was my left side, and then the right side I had the gold. So
Boom.
there's that contrast there. But this is my favorite part because we're going to do highlight.
Yay, let's do it.
So for a highlight for the what is this called? Under your brow bone. That's what it's called. I'm using my Coca-Cola by Morphe highlighter in Bubbly Babe. So this is kind of like a champagne goldy tone almost. Let me put it on my finger.
Oh, okay.
So it's more of a lighter highlight.
Is it whiter or pinker?
Mine is whiter, but I would probably say do a whiter or gold toned just to match the eyeshadow.
And where are we putting this? We're putting it, you said.
I'm putting it first on my brow bone.
Okay.
So just like right there.
I didn't know we had bones in our brows, but that makes sense. Like a brow bone. What the hell is that? Okay. Is this with the flat brush or is it the poofy one?
I'm using a precise highlighter brush. Also, I just realized I need to plug my laptop in.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That'd be good. Okay. Highlighter. Mine's kind of like pinkish white. Is that okay?
I
I think it's very white.
What?
It's too white.
If you want to cover it up with something that's a little more gold toned, that's what I love about highlight is you can really cover up highlight really easily because it is more sheer.
Okay, something whiter.
I wouldn't say whiter. I would say kind of gold toned, but not too.
Oh, I got that, but not shiny.
Not too icy. Like I feel like that might be a little icy.
It's pinkier.
Do you have anything? Let's see.
It's like this one.
Maybe is the one on the next one over. Is that a highlight?
I don't know what it is.
that one looks good if it's sheer and if it's
okay. Let's try this one.
What does it mean highlight? What's the difference between regular and highlight?
Are you talking about eyeshadows?
Yeah.
Oh, highlighter is completely different.
Oh.
Like a highlighter instead of a eyeshadow. They're
I
two different products.
I was still up in her.
I mean, you can use one of the shimmery shadows as your highlight. That's people do that all the time. I do.
Highlighter is the same thing we put on our face to make it.
Yeah, I have cream highlighter though.
Cream highlighter should be fine too if you just take a little on your pinky and like tap.
Is an illuminator also a highlighter?
Yeah, illuminator and highlighter are the same thing.
Got it, guys.
And then I'm also gonna, after I do that on my brow bone, I'm gonna just take it on my cheek.
How does this color look? It's like kind of like tannish.
That looks good. That looks great.
Okay.
It's better.
Oh man, this thing has like the most janky mirror on it. Okay, there we go. I took the plastic off like it's brand new.
So for the highlight, I take it.
Oh, I see it's shiny.
Yeah. So for highlighter, I always take it on my brow bone typically, no matter what look I do. I do it on my cheekbones, and then I do a little bit on my nose. And then my favorite place to put it is the inner corner.
Yo, this is like a new thing. Highlighter.
So depending on how bold you want your highlighter, you can easily build it up. And then I'm also going to...
Are we using the same brush on the nose?
If you want to use the same highlighter brush on the nose, you can. I like using a little slightly fluffier brush for the cheekbones just to kind of blend it in. Yes, the inner corner, my favorite part. So for this look, she doesn't really have an inner corner highlight, but I don't like doing looks without an inner corner highlight. So creative licensing here.
Okay, I think I'm highlighted. I might be overly highlighted, but that's okay.
It's totally fine. And then I'm going to just take a really tiny, precise brush, but it's also kind of fluffy, and just stick that right in my inner corner.
Oh, and what color is that? The highlighter?
The same highlighter, yeah.
Highlighter, okay. Highlighter.
The one thing with highlighter that I like too, and what I try and do with all of my looks, is keep it consistent from the brow bone to my highlight on my cheekbone and nose and inner corner, because it kind of brings it all together.
So are we just like jamming it in the corner? Where are we going with it?
Your inner corner.
Oh, okay.
So just like that little part right there. And then if it happens to go a little farther than you'd like on like this part, you can always take that same brush we were using before with the gray and just go over it again.
Okay. All right, I am highlighted. Yes.
Cool.
Oh, wow. I just noticed this brush has 2 things on it. Wow.
Awesome. Then next for the eyes, which sometimes I forget this part when I'm doing all of my face all at the same time, is mascara.
Oh, dude. Brittany said she put the live stream on TV in her room so her cat can watch.
That's so funny.
Okay. All right, we're doing the painful eye thing. Here we go.
Yes, I take into account if you have an eyelash curler, you can curl your eyelashes. I think it makes my eyelashes look better. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. But just any mascara you want. And then, yes, I do take into the lighting of where I'm going when I do my makeup. So, for example, Erin and we worked at a bowling alley.
Like a really fancy, like nightclub style one.
Yeah. So every time I worked during the day, I would always do my makeup a little lighter, less eyeliner, more natural. And then if it was at night, because it would be so much darker in there, I would, do a much bolder look.
You always looked awesome, dude. Like, I remember you would come in and you looked like a damn movie star. I was like, I really got to get my act together.
You know who looked like a movie star? Savannah.
Oh my God. Yes, always.
She's going to school for cosmetology though, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep.
I mean,
yeah, she cut my hair once.
She what? She cut
my
it?
hair once.
Oh,
yeah, it was awesome.
But yeah, so you do have to take into account where you're going so that you don't look too out of place. So for example, if I was going somewhere to like a day party or something, I probably wouldn't do this line as bold. I'd probably do it with like a brown instead, and I do a more neutral shimmer. And then the eyeliner, I might not even have done this eyeliner. But if I was going out to like a club, then
you're doing the eyeliner.
Yeah, but I also just don't go to clubs, so.
Yeah. I've just never been a club person. Okay, let me see if I can. Nope, not that way. I'm trying to like look in the mirror without blocking the camera. It's like a whole situation.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I look like on. Well, you know what I'm actually realizing is on the live stream, I'm backwards, and on my Instagram, I'm the other way.
Oh, hey, you're getting both views.
Yeah, well, yeah, it just looks like one side's my left side when it's really my right on one of them. And I don't know which one it is. I think it's Instagram.
Make things parallel now. It's like
oh yeah, if you need to touch up the eyeshadow, go for it.
Yeah, I have like one side that looks good and one side that looks a little cray.
That's usually how it goes sometimes though. Especially with a look that you don't do very often.
Yeah, practice makes perfect, right?
I mean, I've been putting eyeliner for years, like for decades, and I still some morning I can't do it. It's just like
eyeliner is difficult. Yeah. Like
I've had those days where you just keep going and it gets bigger and bigger, and you're like, no.
I've done that when I'm like rushing to get to work sometimes. So Erin, if I was ever late to work, that was probably why.
Eyeliner? That's funny. And I don't think I noticed, but maybe I should have been like, oh, look at how big her eyeliner is today. That must have been the struggle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's where it comes from.
You kind of had to wear, kind of bold makeup in that place, though, because it was all like...
You'd look very washed out, yeah.
Yeah.
You would definitely look washed out if you didn't wear it.
It was like working in an arcade or something, but it wasn't an arcade. It was like, I guess, working in a dance club or whatever.
Kind of, yeah, because it was blacklight too, so, or blue, what are they called? Blacklight?
Yeah, blacklights.
Okay.
I'm doing my lower eyelashes. My eyelashes are like invisible if I don't put on mascara?
I am just putting on a little bit of, not chapstick. It's like a, what is it called? A lip mask.
What's a lip mask?
It's like chapstick, but this one's in like a gel, and it's just like lip balm. Like it's the same thing. They just call it a lip mask. Because I guess it's a little more. I think typically they're a little more hydrating, and you typically wear them overnight.
Oh, okay. Oh shit!
But is that your lipstick?
Yeah, Violet.
I'm going with Urban Decay 1993. Oh, you definitely can't see that, but it's Urban Decay.
So I heard Giraffe and I were talking about this the other night, that you should use a brush to put on lipstick and it looks better, because I always notice mine looks like thin and streaky and shit when I try to do it.
You put your lips, do you like rub your lips together after you put on your lipstick?
I've only tried a couple of times. Lipstick scares me.
So whenever I put on my lipstick, I try and like tap it on with the bullet and then rub my lips together. But I'm also going to use, I'm going to use a lip liner to kind of make it a little more brown. So I'm using my Il Makiage Natural Moisturizing Lip Liner in brown. You don't have to use a lip liner. I'm just doing it because it defines my lips a little more.
I use that brush. I'm gonna show you right now. I use this. I have gold everywhere now. Yay, party! So this one, and I use it when I mix colors.
Okay.
So for example, that purple is not like, no, it's dark but not dark enough. Mm-hmm. So I have a black lipstick and I touch it up and I like kind of mixed it so it got darker.
It looks awesome.
That makes sense, because then you don't like mess up the bullet and mess up the color that's on the bullet.
Okay. And like that you can have like very clear edges too.
Yeah. Like, that makes a lot of sense.
Oh, that is so purple. Holy shit. Why is everything purple?
I mean, maybe that's just a color that you gravitate towards.
Apparently.
Subconsciously. So then, I just rub my lips together after I do that, and voila.
Voila.
And then if you want to use, I use setting spray to make sure everything kind of stays. So please excuse me while I spray my face with fancy water.
That's what I used. It's Violet. I'm being asked. And what I've done is that, I just used, I'm going to confess, it's like Halloween lipstick, black. And I can show you this. So that's like that kind of thing that I use for Halloween. And I just touch a little bit with a brush. So, it goes.
And you blended it in, right? To the violet?
Oh, yeah. And then I use this too, a little bit.
Ooh.
I love lipstick.
I have that in pink, I'm pretty sure. Whoa.
So it's a matte ink, and it like just like gives a nice finish.
I have a question. Like my lips, so I put on lipstick, but like it's like this little part on the inside, just the lipstick doesn't stay on there.
Typically that's gonna happen, especially throughout the day, but if you just wanna like kind of rub your lip together, does it help a little bit?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, like on the most inner part of your lip, it's not gonna stay just because.
Okay.
It's not like.
I don't know what else. Expectations because of television.
Well, it's television. They make it look perfect.
Amazing.
For a reason, yeah. But so this is the final look. I'm gonna. Sorry.
Driver's license.
Well, no one steal my identity, please. I don't think you really could have seen it, but anyway, this is the final look. You've got like that nice wing. You've got the gold and the little wing right here. If you wanted to add your inner corner highlight, whatever lip color. Typically it is. Erin, do you want to show your lip color? I can't see your face on the Instagram. I see like the top of your head. There you go. So Erin did more of a red. I did more of a brown. Giraffe, you did more of a true to the look color, which is more of a blackish.
Oh, Michael Burnham.
Blackish purple.
For the
There
Empire.
you go. So that's the final look. I will try and post this onto my Instagram. But follow Strange New Pod, follow AEMultiverse. If you're not following me, follow me at AllieCatBeauty on Instagram. I don't know if you guys have anything else to say.
It was, that was fun, and I noticed like once the highlight happened, it all looked a lot less insane. So I really liked that. And I didn't know, I thought the highlighter was only for the cheekbone, so that was cool. But I had a good time. Giraffe, thanks for joining in on this. I mean, it was just
for having me.
Super fun, and it's kind of fun to see like 3 different looks of it, because we all look awesome, but we all look very different, I think, in a good way.
That's true. And definitely, if you guys did the look, send us your pictures, and we will post them on our Instagram. If you want to just send them and you don't want us to post them, just let us know so that we don't post them without your permission. But yeah, I think this was fun. I will have a tutorial on this hopefully within the next couple weeks. I'm just starting up the semester again, so might be a little longer than that, but I will eventually have a YouTube tutorial on this look as well.
And
so yeah,
we are gonna do something with this on AEMultiverse. We haven't figured out what. We also just put out a new pod on AEMultiverse. It is Allie, Erin, and First Contact, which we talked about. Allie finally watched it. It's super exciting. She had never met the TNG crew before. She didn't know who Picard or any of them were. And Allie, spoiler alert,
I loved it. So
So that podcast is out now. Go and listen to it. Check out Strange New Pod. We are, the series has just ended, so if you want to hear all about Discovery Season 3, you can go back and listen to those. And check out our Discord. You can find information about that in a link, and on our Twitter or Instagram, or just message us and we'll let you know. But we're always doing watch-alongs and things like that. You get to meet cool people like Giraffe. And we will keep doing these. Hopefully we'll do another one at some point. Just let us know what characters you guys would like to see, and we'll do it. And I think that's it.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yep. Thanks, everybody. Thanks on Instagram as well.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys. Okay.